that set up, and we was gonna have a date for it. But when Ratazan proposed the other topic that he wanted to debate an Israelite on, then the energy shifted to that. First, it was over to Yawasop. Yawasop wanted to take it, but Yawasop have Ron Dalton. He's taking on September 7th on the Versus platform. So Yawasop got that. So which is who is Esau or is Esau?
Y'all need to check Ron Dalton for his mental capacity. So.
Hey, shout out to Ron Dalton, man. Look, Ron Dalton called you out too, nigga. Don't you ain't.
Ron Dalton comes with complete confusion. I believe he's sincere, but he brings complete confusion. I'm just talking about the way he look when he be talking. He look like he got a horse in his mouth to sit straight and shit when he talks.
All right, I'm gonna tell Ron that. I'm gonna spin that. That's the part I'm gonna send to Ron right there. That part right there.
Yeah, but look at his face when he be talking and shit. He look like he got to focus or some shit.
Watch this. All right, you finna get I'm gonna have him do a little short video on. You got 1 second, Cal. We got.
Yeah, don't forget about me, good brother Christian Corder.
Oh yeah, and then we got Charles Johnson up here that ain't playing no games. I got you right now, Charles. Charles is gonna be him from a Christian persuasion anyway. But we gonna get that brother set up. So we got Ratazan and Hassad shifted gears with the part 2 over to the so-called Star of Molech, Star of David, Shield of David, Lily conversation on whether that is a true Israelite practice or it is some type of historical idolatry that we should stay away from. Ratazan, are you here, King? I don't know if he here. You might.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm working out, but I hear y'all.
Okay, con. Yeah, you working out, Cap, talking crazy, talking about.
Hey man, I got love for Cap, man. That's my guy, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to.
So I just took a screen recording of that shortly. Elder Pastahar did that lesson titled "We Are Not Entertainites," and he's just letting that video play, right? And as he says throughout the video, he says nothing you've heard so far is edifying at all. And no, it's not. It's not. In fact, I believe Elder Pastor Ramlab recent lesson was titled "Just Teach the Word," and he's going into the same thing as well, because when you're listening to that, then you just see that still these Israelites, they won't take heed to anything that the apostles and elders have been warning about. And I looked at it as this is a perfect example of 5 being foolish, the 5 virgins being foolish. As you read in Matthew 25, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. That all, when you hear them speak, all they're doing is just entertainment. They consider themselves entertainers. They're setting up debates and talks and things like that, just for the sake of entertainment. All the while, Esau Edom is moving to establish complete control. These guys still have the time to engage in pointless talks about nothing, debates. So their whole thing is setting up the future for come this date, that date, come to be entertained. All the while, Esau Edom is looking to establish a centralized banking system, a centralized monitoring system. A new information came out today or yesterday. As this article says, Trump administration is launching a new private health tracking system with big tech's help. Now, we kind of knew this was coming ever since you heard that guy talk about the wearables. What's this all about? It says the Trump administration announced it will be launching a new program that would allow Americans to share personal health data and medical records across health systems and apps run by private tech companies, promising that will make it easier to access health records and monitor wellness. So again, this is all about more centralized control. Everybody, they want to get the people used to the idea that all of their information and private information is no longer private, but instead is going to be monitored and controlled by the wicked elite. So this push for pushing because it says in here like CVS, trying to get where he talks about the, okay, it says more than 60 companies, including major tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Apple, as well as healthcare giants like United Health Group and CVS, have agreed to share patient data in the system. And just like they mention in here as well, look, here's a quote. It says, these apps give us insight about what's happening with the patient's health outside of the physician's office. Robert Kennedy Jr., he's the one that was talking about the wearables. It said Health and Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and those within the circle have pushed for more technology in healthcare, advocating for wearable devices that monitor wellness and telehealth. Now, what this man's going to do, he's going to try to pamper this up and say, oh, it's going to be secure, protected. It's important to us. We understand. We want to help you. We want to monitor you. But what do the American people know? What do the children of this world know? They call BS. They said, nope, this is just ushering in for the mark of the beast, because they're trying to establish the image. The image goes into the centralized monitoring system, right? The New World Order goes back to the Roman Empire. Like I always say, the Roman Empire at one point was a democracy, but then the emperor changed it was Augustus. He changed it to a centralized system where all the power went to the emperor instead. In this society, they're establishing the same thing, except that centralized power, instead of just one person, is going to be in the hand of the wicked elite, the big tech. They're pushing this agenda slowly, and they're trying to get the people conditioned with the fact that everything will be centralized. This is what this man is doing. All the while you have Israelites that have time to sit up here and talk about nothing and just go in circles. They literally are this is a clear example of 5 were foolish. And I guarantee you none of those Israelites they probably didn't even mention the word alligator Alcatraz in their lessons or in their videos. These guys, they don't care about you. I'm talking about as the sheep. They don't care about your understanding of the scriptures. They don't care about where your level of faith is at. They don't care to warn you about any of these things that's going on. All they have time to do is to fill their own belly. As Yahushua says in Luke 21:34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare it shall come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. And the majority of those people that's going to come as a snare are Israelites. People who know that they're Israelites. These Israelites and these Israelite groups. Because while this man is making moves, these guys are literally debating over nothing. Entertainment. They're relaxed. They're comfortable. They're making money. There's no edification. There's no prophecy. There's no warning. There's no tending to the flock, tending to the sheep. This is just shepherds getting themselves fat. All the while, Esau Edom is about to set a snare and set lockdowns. I was just watching Elder Menatazak, Connecticut, his recent lesson, where he talks about how Trump was talking about issuing martial law and even arresting mayors of anybody who try to deny his will. So he's looking at, he can shut things down in a week. Things can look drastically different in a week, in a day's time. And these guys got the time to sit up here and act relaxed, get fat, promoting entertainment to entertain. What do you think is going to happen when Esau shuts down this system? You know what's going to happen. Yahweh said the parable. The 5 were foolish. The 5 that are foolish said what? Give us of your oil. The 5 that were wise, And just like his other parables, it could be summarized in this. You have 5 that were prepared, 5 that weren't. One is looking, the other one's ready to go, one's watching, observing, the other ones are foolishly using their time, spending up their oil foolishly, not redeeming the time, and playing. So when that day comes and they hear the bridegroom come, or when the calamity hits, then those 5 are going to be asking the other to take of their oil. So what these Israelite groups are going to end up doing once they realize, and this day come upon them as a thief, when all the snare hits, when the lockdowns happen, and they have to cancel their debates because they can't travel here, and they have to cancel because people are more concerned about survival than they are about tuning in. There is some entertainment. Then that's when they're going to say, okay, let's try to get together. We need to work things out. This is a time for us to come together. Great Millstone, y'all ain't right. Y'all should be trying to help. This is a sensitive time for Israel, and all that matters is that we Israelites, we believe in the same thing, and y'all need to be helping us. Like, things is getting hard. Y'all need to try to, and we're gonna say, go to the sellers and buy it. You didn't use the time wisely. You used it for entertaining. Clear example, man. This day is about to catch these guys as a thief. It's just gonna sneak up on them real soon. And they're going to realize all this playing and entertainment, they ain't got the time for it, man. It's about to be over with. Hey, so with that, give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders here at Great Millstone. Shalom.